Good morning. It's Tuesday, September 30th, 2025, 7:53 a.m. So, I hate it when they rush the seasons in the stores. Like in the middle of summer, they're already stocking fall clothes and getting rid of all of their, swimsuits and summery things. And then in the fall, well, I was going to say barely begins. Actually, fall didn't begin until September 22nd. But already fall stuff was in the stores in the middle of the summer. And then I think as soon as September hit, might have even been at somewhere around the end of August, you start seeing Halloween stuff. And I mean, Halloween is what, 6 weeks away? Something like that. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to start seeing Thanksgiving stuff any day here now. And, pretty soon it'll be Christmas stuff. That should be coming out. I think that usually comes out maybe sometime in October. I mean, it's crazy. But you know what? I was going to make some coffee this morning, as usual, and I thought, what can I put in it? And I was rooting around in my pantry, and I found something, and I thought, ooh, I want to try that and just make sure it still has good flavor to it. Now, I don't like to rush the seasons, but this is peppermint bark, okay? So it's peppermint bark skinny syrup, and I was thinking, let me put some in to start with. I was thinking, let me use some coffees that I don't mind using up. Now, I was going to make 2 of these Rio de Janeiro World Exploration coffees. I think, I'll just make 1. Oh, if I put in too much sweetener for 1, well, I'll make a second one in there because it is an espresso. But I was looking at the package, and it says dry vegetal notes, okay? So I thought, well, let me look this up because I want to get a better understanding of this. Let me see here. All right. Intense, exotic, and velvety espresso. Blah, 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 blah. Sandalwood and herbal notes. Okay, well, sandalwood, that sounds good. Herbal, I don't know, what kind of herbs? Anyhow, I thought, let me look this up. So I Googled it. And it said that vegetal notes are usually considered a flaw in the roasting process of coffee. In other words, it's something undesirable. And I had to do quite a bit of reading until I finally found out that certain coffees, they aim at these vegetal notes. And they describe them as hay-like or grass-like. And, with notes, it can be, sometimes it's an aroma, sometimes it's a taste, sometimes both. Sometimes because it's an aroma, it affects how you taste things. Oh, good morning, Phyllis. Thanks for joining. Anyhow, so I just thought, golly, this is really strange. But if Nespresso put that on their package, obviously they don't mean it as a defect in the coffee, right? So anyhow, I figured, all right, I'll use this. I mean, I've had Rio de Janeiro before, right? So we'll see how it tastes with the peppermint bark. So I push the espresso button. Anyhow, it was just an interesting journey going from rooting around in my pantry to picking out a coffee that I figured I'd try to use up, and then, reading what's on the package. And anyway, okay, I have a feeling that I might need to put a second capsule in here. We'll see. Oh yes, too much peppermint. Have you ever had, oh my goodness, it's affecting my taste buds and my nose and my eyes. Okay, I might sneeze again here. All right, there we go. Oh, by the way, yesterday when Josh from Australia visited with us live on the video, and you know, it looked fine during the live video, and then afterwards Facebook processed it and reformatted it. So where in the video, you know, I could see myself like from here to here. When after it was processed and reloaded by Facebook, I was pretty much like, you know, eyes to lips. And that was about it. And, you know, a lot of the views were like this. I'm sorry about that, but, you know, I did some research and found out that that's what they do. Oh, here's Josh again. We won't do it right now, Josh, okay? But yes, I'm so happy we managed to catch up with each other yesterday. I was just talking about the difficulty, the technical difficulties. So next time Josh and I come on here together, we're going to stand well back from the camera so that if Facebook decides to crop the image in, you'll, you know, maybe at least see heads instead of just, you know, no. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got 2 Rio de Janeiro espressos with, I hope it's not too much peppermint. I don't know if this is tasting minty, and well, let me think about it. I'm going to put in some Coffee Mate. Okay, I'll see how this is. Oh, it needs, well, no, this is sweet. It shouldn't need more sweetness, right? Okay, what is it that's happening? I don't know. This is really weird. I'm not liking it. I wonder, can it lose its flavor or something? It's, you know, I've told you before, with a lot of these skinny syrups, sniffing them does not help because the way they smell and the way they taste can be very different. Oh, dear me. I think, you know what I'm going to do? Wait, let me go and get a capsule, a different capsule here. I know what. Let me get, guess what I'm going to get? Good old standard Vienna Lungo, okay? You know, normally I don't like to waste capsules, but the taste of this is, I don't know if I want to drink it. You know, now I might have ruined it myself by putting in too much syrup, honestly. So this is going to be a lungo, and I'll just put in a touch of syrup. Oh, I feel like I need to rinse my mouth out because it's like the flavor is stuck on there. But let me take a drink of water here. Okay. That's a little better. All righty. Yeah, it was not the Rio de Janeiro. I was not being assaulted by dry vegetal notes. Okay, so here's my Vienna Lungo, right? I'm just gonna taste it first. Okay, Now I'm gonna put in some coffee mate. Okay, gonna taste it again. Still good. My tongue is a little affected still by that first coffee, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in a little bit of this peppermint. Oh, I don't want to ruin another cup of coffee. I hope that wasn't too much. Okay. This tastes nice, but you know what? I'm thinking that maybe this has lost some of its flavor. You know, peppermint oil is very volatile, and one would assume that this has natural and artificial flavors. Well, I mean, it must have peppermint oil in it, right? I would guess so. I am wondering, I've had other peppermint syrups that just didn't have enough peppermint in them. You know what it's like? Have you ever had lemon cake, lemon bars, or maybe a lemon meringue pie? And you could just barely taste the lemon. And the whole reason that you wanted to eat it is for the lemon. Well, this is like a wimpy peppermint. And that's not what I wanted. When I originally got this, admittedly, probably at least a couple of Christmases ago, it had a zing to it, but this doesn't. Oh my gosh. So I've got this. And I've got this. Much better. But I'm not getting that peppermint zing. So listen, here's a job for you. Do you use a certain peppermint syrup? Now, you know, I would like it to be a skinny syrup, but I guess it doesn't have to be, because you don't use that much, right? So do you use some kind of peppermint syrup or flavoring that has a really clean, sharp peppermint zing? Tell me what it is, please, and I will give it a whirl, okay? Because I hate to do it. I'm going to hang on to this, and I'll probably try it again one other time. You know, but look at the pictures on here. When you see those kind of pictures, you think, ooh, zingy peppermint, not sharp peppermint, the kind that, you know, have you ever had a peppermint candy and you're sucking on it and it's distasteful. It's too sharp. But just really a nice, I don't know, almost like a York peppermint patty. That's what I should do. I should get a couple of York peppermint patties, you know, the little ones, and make my coffee with that. Maybe I'll do that. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me. So one, gonna pour down the sink. Two, yep, I can drink this. But it's not very minty. Anyhow, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you later.